Hey guys, good morning. Well, it was 2 hours ago. I think we have a great schedule for the release in 2 days. Around this time I think it's gonna be available. So, just after breakfast and coffee. Yoo-hoo! I just finished my breakfast 30 minutes ago and I just got my coffee. Can't start the stream a day without a coffee. That'll be madness. We're here with Court of Lybaras. The first Columbus campaign, part 5. As you can see, we have taken a lot of territories, eliminated the lizardmen, Skaven, dwarves, and now we're dealing with Cetra. We're gonna have to deal with this part here as well. Yoo-hoo! Hey everybody. No patch notes yet, huh? I guess they're saving it for the day before. Well, they might release in like a couple of hours, who knows. Don't worry guys, we'll be reading all the patch notes on the stream. And there'll be a VOD on Twitch and a video on YouTube. I read every patch at least twice. So we can see, you know, what has actually changed and what is not changed. Hype is intensifying, yeah. Yeah. We have defeated Hammer's armies here, and we're now going to take the capital. So what do we have here? We have this whole part of the map here, including almost all of Southern Badlands, Blightwater, Eastern Badlands, and Desolation of Nagash. So dwarves and their allies, Scourge of Aquitaine, the Rogue Army, are in the north. We are friendly with both, allied with dwarves, trading with both. And we just need to take this part of the map here. We don't need to take all of it, but we definitely have to destroy the Strigos Empire. Strigos Empire and build up the pyramids. Yoo-hoo! Where is our main army? It's here. High Queen Khalida. 88 melee attack, 91 melee defense. At least she has a good crafted weapon. The Tomb Kings have a really powerful set of items you can craft if you have bad items like this. So you can get to use something way better. I think it's time to surround Hammery. Khalida can go to retake the Black Tower Archon. What's the army situation? 7? Okay. So what's happening? We are military allies with dwarves. We are rank 3. We are unreliable because we betrayed the peace treaty with Strigos Empire. Still fighting pretty much the same factions. But what's important here? Fighting the Strigos Empire and Hamry. Also followers of Nagash. The followers of Nagash don't want to give us peace treaty because we are unreliable. But nobody can match us here anymore. For the victory, we need to destroy Strigos Empire, maintain 7 of the snakes, we have 14, have the Black Pyramid Nagash, and build 5 out of 7 landmarks in the desert. We also have to have 8 victory settlements, which are unique list for this faction. Lybaras, Lamia, Hammery, Numas, Black Tower Archon, Zandri, Kasbar, Wizard Kalis Palace, Alhaik, and Galbaras. It's basically all around the area here. Galbaras on the list here, and not Karak Zorn, so I guess. So you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need there are 10 on this list. They're all our enemies now, so we're all going to fight them here. This is gonna be interesting here. A rebel army gonna have a stronger army than any army we met so far on the battlefield. Shield Wizard is almost ready to move. Our Chariot King can move. Well, these are our, pretty much our second army and a third army with our main army. And these armies have all the good stuff. This is a Ushapti flavor army with ranged snakes and heroes. This army is a range flavor. And this army is infantry and chariots with heroes. And we have a bunch of other armies as well. Just, you know, to have overwhelming numbers so the enemy cannot ever resist us. So sometimes you think you have enough, but because the Tomb Kings, you know, you think you have quality units, but Tomb Kings never really have quality units, they just have numbers. Just have numbers. Again, if you've seen the battles against the Skaven yesterday, you know, don't underestimate your opponent unless you have a lot of units. Several armies. We'll not allow this recruitment. They're pretty much done. I'll send our Doomstick here. Fire on them. There's actually additional army in the area which I didn't even see. Will be mine. Where are they hiding? Oh, look at this. They were ambushing. We could have gotten murdered here if they ambushed us. Oh, we got lucky there. Take me to my sarcophagus. We got lucky here. Oh, I just remembered I had an extra army yesterday. You know, started the stream, forget today. This army could have gotten deleted. The luck. This three army should be able to surround Hamri. Submit, Tomb King of Mehikara. On your knees. Don't have anything available. Yoo-hoo! I forbid this. They have 8 Tomb Swarms here. We would have gotten obliterated here. My glory. You define me. All shall perish. Shoo. I'm awake. It still seems to be working so a really huge battle here. There's gonna be ridiculous casualties here. We definitely have to attack Hamri here, otherwise we're gonna be overwhelmed by 8 Tomb Swarms. Focus. This attack has to happen. They challenge me. Yeah, we have the numbers here. These guys are just filler armies, just numbers. Other than this hero here, which is next to useless, we don't have wizards, we don't have equipped Tomb Kings, and we lack all gear. So this is basically just extra armies, you know, strength in numbers. They're gonna have 4 Tomb Swarms here. Nehikara will be mine. This is the pretty much after I mean, together with Lakmia, the most important city in this part of the world. It looks like they're coming from all sides. My total war is on SSD, yeah. Yes, it is. I do not mind casualties here, but we should still have enough fighting power to fight off the follow-up armies that are in the area. We'll wait for all the armies to come here before we start moving. Until then, we'll be damaging these towers. This is actually really high damage here. I feel like the infantry should go to wall immediately. There's no way the infantry will survive this battle because of all these tomb swarms. Okay, get all the troops here. These guys can actually go on a wall here, no problem. A lot of extra infantry here. Let them all come in so you can see what we're dealing with here. Army number 1, and then we have a half of the other 2 armies. No wizards here. This is the other half. This is a really solid to attack the wall here. We don't care about the casualties, we just have to have enough for follow-up. While we stabilizing the area, we can just recruit new troops. We're about to get 2 more armies unlocked. We'll be becoming unstoppable. These guys can go on the wall. Send all this on the wall as well. And the big statues to knock at the door. We have 2 Hero Titans, a Necro Sphinx and a Camden War Sphinx. And we still have 20 units reinforcing. Let's get this guy here for the leadership. I actually seen in the past a Camden War Sphinx with 3000 health instantly disintegrate. And you see stuff like this, you make sure there's extra leadership in the area. The casualties do not matter at all in this battle. As long as we have 20 plus units at the end, we have 60 total. They can kill over half the armies, I don't really care. That's how much numbers we have on the capital. This is not even our main armies. This is just extra. Extra. It does take some time to rebuild the armies, but when you have 7 and about to get 9, few turns to get the extra armies up is no problem. Even a Warsman should be fighting Tomb Guard. This is Snake Protect. Send him around. And he drops some healing here. Plus Spirit Leech the Snake Swings. We have 2 Necro Sphinxes. A Necro Sphinx is gonna get deleted. Which an underwhelming unit. We do have extra leadership. Where the halberd snakes? This thing has been crumbling with over 4000 health. Makes you wonder where does the AI get so much attack that the Necro Sphinx actually deals damage, while our Necro Sphinx is next to useless. Necroswings can get enough attack to be useful, but there are much better units in the King's roster. Hello, Lancina. We just started playing pretty much 20 minutes ago. Started a little later today. It's usually my preferred starting time for the streams, if I can help it. That Lord is beating the Necroswings. Get extra snakes here. We do not have the battle skills for these units, so their units are always going to be better. Hey Cheesy, thank you for 3 months. Love back at you. Wolves getting overwhelmed here. Taking some extra damage here, not totally unnecessary. We need to clear the wall and then fight off the rest of the Tomb Guard. What's this? A Camden War Sphinx and another unit are beating down the Necroswings? Oh, they had a lot of the large bombs. It's not good here. This guy's actually in trouble. Yoo-hoo! This halberd scene. What the heck? Oh, I see. It's a bad spot to put those sharp there. Let's have our here hide here. They still have one. They still have one Necroswings here. I think if they make the Necroswing technology that melee attack that it's not glitched, and they actually make it 20 anti-large, the Necroswings could be in pair with the rest of the big statues. And will not be affecting their precious multiplayer. Our army has such high toughness, they can't really do much here. Stone Swarm here, bye-bye infantry. I'm very happy with the performance of the Necropolis Knights with full buffs. Totally worth it. Worth it over Necroswings for sure. Because the skill for Necroswings is underwhelming itself. Might as well take the Cavalry skill. What do we have here? Those are almost clear here. Wow. Wow. This guy must be like the warrior of legend that solos the Necroswings like that. Not even Ungrim can achieve such thing. Yeah, what do we have here? Some there. There's a Hero Titan. We don't have magic in this army, but we have numbers and really menacing monsters. So we don't even need battle skills, we don't need strong generals, and we don't need no wizards. When you have numbers with quality, don't need the rest. Just trample big nations and get more armies and trample other ones. The hell, it's the Hero Titan's crumbling here. I'll let him crumble. I'm not sure, but we definitely have some time. We just keep playing this campaign, or having a shorter stream tomorrow. I don't wanna complete a campaign in one sitting, which we can. It will be too intense before the release day. Etanar, loving the Lybaras campaign. I'm liking a lot also playing the Tomb Kings, and I don't mind, you know, having a slow start every now and then. I like the Tomb Kings so much that I'm actually planning a super long campaign with Tomb Kings next year. You can start any point next year. Hopefully before the next patch, because it's gonna be a long campaign. We have Henry, and let's see that great pyramid Cetra was talking about and take a dump on his bed. I mean, my bed. Cetra never sleeps. Tier 4. Where is that great pyramid Cetra talks about all the time? The great pyramid of Cetra. That liar, he hasn't even built his pyramid. Poor guy couldn't even afford it. But he has a Hekara Citadel, huh? Or Spamarino. In all honesty, this is bad for the AI. The Hekara Citadel is slightly better for the AI. But still, no Great Pyramid, Hammery, and Tier 5. When he has a growth building and a public order building, hurts my brain.
Submit to your king.
Let's hide this one.
My will.
I wouldn't need to hide anybody. We have strength hitting numbers. No infantry building in Land of the Dead. Wow. Public order here is solid. Do not need a chariot building here. Road building, seriously. And I think we might keep the Citadel for a second. The Citadel does debuff the leadership from local enemy armies. Buffs our replenishment. We can recruit higher rank units and also more units. We definitely get rid of the growth building and the chariots building. Okay. I'm not home. I don't hear anything. Range 9 King Daka. Does have a kinda like a mini battle skill here. Yeah.
My glory.
We have extra sharp. We build quite a bit of sharp buildings.
Hekara rises from the sands. Address me as your highness, priest king of greatest.
This is pretty good. The armies we need are outside.
Attend your king, slaves.
Armies we need are outside.
This is forbidden.
Emery is in the last legs.
King of tombs.
We have these stone sentinels here. At least they put all the worst units in one group.
Victory on death.
Definitely use more meat here.
My will be done.
Revered stone masonry. We have two great bow shops available.
Address me as your highness.
And we need to retake the Black Tower.
Bring me Neferata's
Head! 10% movement was nice. Corruption is ridiculous here. We need to get the worship of Asaf. And we'll get public order in untainted here. The Vault of Nagash causes serious vampiric corruption. But the adjacency and the local stuff will help. There's always some kind of adjacency bonuses. One example is the pyramids. Public order +1 in your adjacent provinces. This even also buffs adjacent provinces. You also have stuff like Royal Battle Chamber. Adjacent provinces get the extra public order. Untainted. So it also, the bigger you get, the more easy it is to maintain these things. The army is available in 2 turns. And what do we have here? 2 turns will unlock the Heralds Empowered, our most powerful dynasty. And we still have 12 turns for the second dynasty. Everything else all good. You can also now recruit Tungar globally 1 turn.
Submit.
1 turn for Tungard. I still think the recruitment on the Acropolis of tier 5, tier 3, 4, 5 stars is a little bit absurd. You can put it down to 2 turns, to 4 turns, but it's still pretty crazy. You can use global here. Oh, good. Chidu is getting a hero titan here. Do we have a building thing on? F. 2 more dynasties gonna soon. Just take the Great Desert of Araby, rest the Land of Dead, Coast of Araby, Land of Assassins, and Atlan Mountains. And the campaign is pretty much over then. Okay. Hey, Cookies. Hey, Chris.
You are keeping me from my purpose. Speak quickly.
Jav has had his fill. Let us return peace. to our war-torn realm. Peace? There'll be no peace. Did the dwarves get rid of the chaos in the mountains? We'll check it out. I think the chaos did raise a couple of settlements. I don't think you can actually kill Cetra, you can just bury him alive. We'll build the Great Pyramid and bury him in the pyramid. Still another vampire faction in the area. The Strigos Empire for somehow managed to survive the early game and gotten some power in the area.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey Felwich! Thank you, Chris Nature, for the gift. So looks like the chaos got stopped here, but the rogue army has taken place here. The Mangels Manflayers.
What do you want?
Mine will.
He's trying to harass us while we have top replenishment here.
This is forbidden.
Asap commands.
We should just attack the city and kill them all.
Legions rise.
Go into the Black Pyramid.
King of two.
And these two are getting reinforcements.
A true warrior of Lybaras.
You're here.
Lybaras shall rise again.
Let's get another one of these things here.
Do not betray your king. I forbid this.
They're gone.
Be careful.
We don't have to fight followers on Nagash, but we have to fight their ally. I think our only scout in the area is wounded. Yeah. This is all good here. The growth is gonna be pretty bad here. Small province. Should have actually kept this building last turn. Wasn't really thinking about it. That doesn't really matter. I don't think we're gonna see tier 5 there anytime soon.
My will be done.
Send the Chariot King.
To be trusted.
Trusted. Since we put him on a chariot, we need to give him some items. This is a solid item. Solid item. We'll give him the good stuff. Necrotech needs all the help he can get. And we'll get regeneration here. We still miss wine for the good talisman. Okay. At this point we can get the gear slowly to everybody.
They have served me well.
Yeah. Those are not chariots, I can be able to fight. But, without the character skills, it's gonna be real squishy. Building 19. Going for a conduit here.
This is my climate.
Tomb King.
Focus!
Focus. Shiv's arm is also available. This is too enough to stomp them, let alone the other 4. Let's fortify this one here.
Mine will.
Necrotech suffers fire weakness, same as the other characters. Only the Lich Priests are immortal, so they don't have fire weakness.
It's inevitable.
Because of the elixir, not just mummies.
The climate is irrelevant.
Let's get rid of them all here.
At last.
So if you're gonna be equipping your Tomb Kings, your Tomb Princes, your Necrotechs with regeneration, make sure to avoid fire damage. Run like hell from the dragons, if you're ever gonna fight dragons. Your Legend Lord can get pretty good fire resist on top of what he already has, but not everybody. Finally have a fighting prince there.
The serpent strikes.
Dragon Helm is crap because they get regeneration from their armor. The gem that gives 35 resistance could be okay. Yeah. This is pretty one-sided here. Oh, we still have to work to win here.
High Queen Kalida.
No!
Yeah, we're starting with Vampire Coast in 2 days. We'll start with Little Harkon. Let me just edit this, you know, so people don't get confused. Vampire Coast and Vampire Coast and Vampire Coast, you know, it's all Vampire Coast, but the faction is called Vampire Coast as well. We also have to put the more Emperors there, because, you know, Vortex. It's, you know, it's too early, guys, to play the laughing guy, but Vortex and it's almost there with Diablo Immortal. Makes me sad that Mortal Empress was not the top priority in Warhammer 2 instead of that silly Vortex. People are talking a lot of bad stuff about Gorst on the Reddit. Somebody actually linked my video on YouTube to Helmut's Gorst in that battle, and they still, just ignore it. They cannot believe, they won't accept it, that Helmut Gorst can be good. They just want a meme about that guy. You show them proof in front of their face, and they just, it's like, no, it doesn't exist. Gorst is bad. We'll use ammunition here. This army is pretty good in the siege. Helmut Gorst giving replenishment and research already makes him really good. And he can cast two Tomb Swarms, two Winds of Death, faster than any other lord in the game. Vampire Lord. Yeah, they're denial. Yeah, they're pretty much in denial. Because, he's too slow, he can't be good. What race would I like to play if they make it over 40k? Imperial Guard. Well, Akatama, we had a command about Drakenhof, maybe it still exists. We actually played our Von Carsons the first 2 times without touching Drakenhof.
Hi, Queen Khalida. Legion, forward. My orders enacted.
Well, we didn't have Warhammer 1 campaigns on YouTube.
Warrior Queen.
And now it's even easier without taking Drakenhof. If you play without taking Drakenhof, because you can just go Zufbar. So it's much harder than Warhammer 1.
Asap.
There are no Warhammer 1 campaigns on YouTube.
Move.
We only played Von Carsons once in Warhammer 2.
Die.
Home, Prince.
How many shop they gonna have here?
Serve me. Asap demands. My way.
Let's get our wizards here.
My orders
145 melee defense. Bad. Get these guys close.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
Khalida is really powerful at this point. Let's go to the items, so we don't really have to send other stuff here. I like to play like this. A single lord gets to get most of the fun. If you need a real army with a legendary lord, is that legendary lord really a legendary lord? But you still get to get into serious battles every now and then, so you have to have the army.
Asap demands. Lybaras.
Still has a pretty big struggle dealing with that guy alone.
Sacrifice them. Hi, Queen Khalida.
You guy just don't want to die. He's not even crumbling with health, which is kind of bizarre. We still need one item on her. Aerotitan is having fun there. This guy's shooting, he's just gonna kill somebody. Not supposed to die. Taking okay damage there, we're just testing the limit here pretty much. What do we have even here? Nothing else special.
Good.
She's pretty solid. You can still get one more item here. Don't have that sense of controlling something is really powerful. It just, you know, gets there eventually when it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, starting like with a lot like Vlad in the beginning is like all you have a sense like feeling something powerful from the start. This gets powerful in time, but in time you can build anything really to be powerful. Some lords are just extra. She is not extra. She has absolutely the worst item in the game. Does get pretty nice stats. But that snake has limits. Make me feel I should put her on a chariot with these stats right now. We could try. Stats have reached a point where it might be nice to try that. List the patch notes. Oh boys! Finally! I will be reading it after this battle. Oh shit. Send the snakes in. Snakes go well with her because of Resurrect. Really well. This unit is amazing to go with her. Really good. Get Razor Stun on that unit. Just send that unit with her. It's like feel like you want to do triple damage. Resurrect will keep that unit solid throughout. Resurrect can actually reanimate the statues. There's a giant shooting there, huh? Another sharp dude. What are we dealing with here? Archers? And those Lich Priests paying those skeletons. Oh, they're on the horse. Jan just hit 4 snakes there. Penetration is really good.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
I really see her on the chariot. I'm not sure. Stungar was doing a solid damage there. Hero Titan here. Is that a scorpion? How did they lose health there? Ah, true swan.
I am vengeance.
Let's see. Let's see. I want to see it with my own eyes again.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
18 snakes.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
You guys are still alive? What the hell? 18 snakes. Let's see here. Let's see what actually happens when the snake comes back to life. These snakes reanimate.
Queen of us.
Yeah. 18 snakes. Let's see what happens.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
A snake should come back here. I've seen it happen before. I just want to see how it appears. That the resurrect is so strong. Okay, it will happen now. It will happen now. Oh, you see? But what? How did the snake come back? It just what? One snake became 2. Have anybody seen that? How did the snake come back? It looks like a snake just split from another snake. Anybody seen that? I did not see it. I did not see it. Hold on, I want to see this. New banners, icons, and all this. Okay, okay.
For Lybaras.
Let's see what happens. How did the snake come back to life? I know how it comes back to life, but from where? From where? It disappears on the battlefield, I know this, but from where? Yeah, this unit is getting healed to max health. So when we cast reanimate, it will actually get us a new snake. Okay. Now we cast the we are reanimating with Restless Dead. What just happened? 5. You guys seen this shit? Where's the snake here? I'm confused. Is there an invisible snake here? I don't think they thought this much through, because you can actually heal and rebuild the constructs in the battle. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Anybody seen it? What happened? I think there's an invisible snake here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 snakes. 5, 10, 15. There are 19 snakes here. And it says 20.
Khalida.
What the hell happens? I don't think they actually tested this shit. Because you can actually rebuild the snakes with the healing. We have time. I want to see this shit. I want to see what happens. We can get all the snakes back. Check where he died. The snakes got killed here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 snakes dead here. 1 tail, 2 tails, 3 tails, 4 tails. There are 4 dead snakes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many snakes do we have here? 20. But where is the 20 snakes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 9 and 2.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
I know the corpses disappear. I know the corpses disappear. I already said that. But where the snake comes from here? How does it appear here? That's what I'm wondering. I know the corpses disappear.
Agreed.
You guys see 20 snakes here? I don't see 20 snakes here.
Good.
You see a snake appear there. I think he's still missing 1 snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and it's 21. 1 snake is invisible. There are still 3 corpses here. It's glitched. We have 1 invisible snake. This thing has not been tested at all. I don't think they ever planned for anybody to resurrect, reanimate the statues. As these statues that have died, you can bring them back to life. I'll show you can get all the snakes back.
Legions forward.
I will heal the snakes that were resurrected. Start healing extra. We have 21 snake here, 22 snakes. They put no thoughts into this, I think.
Warrior Queen.
We have two dead snakes here. Look at this, 2 dead snakes, and there are 22 snakes here. Is it still 22 now? 3, 6, 12. It's 21 snakes. Been 3 snakes. How many snakes here? 1 snake. Will the last snake be invisible? I think the last snake will be invisible. It's a glitch. We discovered another glitch, guys. Another day, another glitch. This unit has a ridiculous health, and also the toughness counts with it. Okay, all snakes are back. Let's see here. No corpses here. No corpses here. And how many snakes is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4, 24. And can you actually see 24 snakes? 6, 12, 18, 23 snakes. 23 snakes.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
understand this.
The goddess of vengeance appease!
Okay, hammer is almost gone.
My queendom expands.
Now fight the Sirius Empire and the followers of Nagash. I don't often find this one.
They have served me well.
Booker, the construct is pretty much the same as the undead, and what they might have forgotten, not that, but this. This says it will heal target if undead. Target if undead, 7 seconds, and the constructs are pretty much undead. It's an animated construct, so it's still dead. It's still undead. I don't think it's bugged. I think constructs are count both undead. It's a special type of undead. Special type of undead. This heals everything. Everything. The heroes, undead, constructs, everything. But the thing is, this one also can resurrect dead combatants. Construct is pretty much the undead. It says here the units are animated construct. I think to the Tomb Kings, to get these constructs, they sacrifice their great warriors, and this is kind of like the undead then again. Yeah, they're undead, technically undead. Okay, we have patch notes. I can open the website.
We must rebuild our legions.
Total Gaming, that is not correct.
Bring me
As 24.
head.
24. It just glitched while resurrecting. If a unit enters battle with 23, it cannot hit 24 during the battle. That is not correct.
Asap commands.
This one, what's the duration of this one?
Lybaras.
5 meters, 50 seconds. This is kind of pricey, but it's actually pretty good buff.
My legions advance in new action.
We begin.
We need population for the pyramid here. Appreciated the Booker, but we'll wait for the website to come on. Can't start any patch notes until I see that Ella zombie.
We must rebuild our legions.
Next turn we'll get a most powerful dynasty. The Heralds Empowered. 1 army capacity, global recruitment duration -1 turn for all units, and a global recruitment capacity +3. That's the most powerful dynasty yet. We'll be having to restart the stream because we're gonna create a separate video for it. It will load eventually and we'll go check it out. El Morati is the most powerful faction in the game right now. She's everywhere. Everywhere. The world is getting overrun by the Cult of Pleasure, Clan Rictus, and Vampire Coast Super Alliance. Hey Merritt, yeah, we're gonna be checking the patch notes when they become available. We'll create a patch note video. They were number 1, but they got started to get stomped. For some reason, the rogue armies work in this campaign. Don't ask me how to explain it, but they do work in this campaign. They rarely work. Heralds empowered. And we can get the Grintation Gap again. Okay, the final one is Second Dynasty. Let me check that now. One turn here. It's pretty much what says what it is.
The sleep falls upon me.
This is a very impressive recruitment now. Well, what you see in this campaign, that's what they're supposed to do. At least what I think that's what they're supposed to do. We'll strike the Strigos Empire here.
Land of the dead. My will be done.
Roman will guard us on the Tower of Arkham.
Attend your king, slaves. I have arrived. Immortality and power. Drag the souls that you cannot.
You can also take Zandri as well. I will read the patch notes here. The website doesn't work right now.
Land of the dead. My will be done.
All good. I think we have them in range here. Kill them with one army.
This is forbidden.
Ass up, command.
Hey Ruston, what's wrong with turn 195? The best campaigns are that they go over 200 turns.
Tomb King of Nehekara. Make way.
Can recruit rank 14 lords. Six turns for this. This is now, since we have the heralds empowered. This is when we are recruiting armies, because that extra experience. We can recruit rank 17 lord as well.
Address me as your
Pretty powerful.
land of the dead. We never tire.
We'll send Daka to eliminate this guy. They do have two swan, but so do we.
Arise, my legions, rise! Curse them all!
Rubio, I'm a little bit awkward reading that without the kappa at the end. Look at this formation.
Carry on, Lord!
They have you shopped there? Those are shopped. Those guys, balls of steel, skeletal horsemen charging Necropolis Knights. Our formation meet here in the middle. Who's my hero titan here? Good, all good. They don't even have the damage to do anything to us here. I swear that laser sometimes doesn't do anything. I made that laser in that trailer look like it's gonna delete the whole army, and I see sometimes Hero Titan do a laser attack and it does 0 damage. And you know why? Because a 70 attack Hero Titan misses a 40 melee defense unit with 85% chance to hit. Or is it 75? Oh, 5. It's actually 65. What's the point of using that laser if it's not gonna hit? Looks really bad. Laser should always hit because it's range. Ooh, sharp tier way over your head. Get them, boys. Look at the size of the shop, look at the size of Bone Giant. Will style hit more low difficulty? Of course. On Legendary, the enemy has more melee defense.
I alone shall restore Nehekar. The desert gods bless me. Address me as your highness. Legions march!
Daka has a really scary army. We do have revered stone masonry for the hero titans in the Shopti. We have the Sunscorch bones for the Tomb Guard. And this army has extra Tomb Guard now. Might as well get Petra the Great Father. Leadership and melee defense for the Tomb Guard, and also gives faction wide Tomb Prince bonus. Find his harem.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Scary armies are coming here. No doubt will be number one in a few turns, but we don't need to recruit another army right now. We use the Grand Decantation of the Hot to recruit another army. We can recruit rank 17 Lord. For the pyramid here. Guys, it's just an indie company, you know, their site can't handle that much traffic right now. Good time, we'll read the patch notes. Emery is done. They just have one army there. And then we'll take the rest of the desert, the west side. Great Desert Arabi, Coast of Arabi, Atlan Mountains, and the Land of Assassins. This will make the short campaign complete. The long campaign requires us to destroy all the vampires. We have no plan of doing the long campaign. But not sure what we're gonna be doing tomorrow.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the
Hey,
hell?
bro Jack. Thank you for 15 months. I have to say this slower, cause sometimes when I'm gonna check my video on YouTube and when I'm thanking somebody for the continuous support, it's like I say it so fast that I can't hear half of it or understand half of it. Yeah, I just need to record this and play a button on my keyboard to play that.
Legions rise! Nekara rises from the sands.
Strike
like there is,
like the asp.
There's no they don't even have armies here.
Rain. Never tire. Make way.
Get some extra experience here, why not?
For Asaf! Kill for Asaf!
The day of awakening comes.
Bring me Neferata's
Head! Can get to see one more battle here. It's massive, massive damage there. I am not happy with the attack animation sometimes. Let's see this thing here. Maybe there is something special there. She's gonna struggle against the large if it's on a regular chariot.
Find my harem.
Still pretty solid stats for a regular chariot. We need to get wine. Zandri is our closest port here.
Greetings. We may not be the Empire, but our realm has riches and...
They had no military for a while.
My will be done.
What does followers of Nagash and
Darken the black.
their allies have? Almost nothing.
They have served me well.
The dead.
Send Bress west.
My dynasty reigns supreme. Find my harem.
Chariot King. What happens if you miscast a spell? You take damage. Let's grow this. Corruption here is quite high.
Oh my god!
Quite high. We'll
Have you
untax it
seen
for
that
now.
shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
And we can start building the Great Pyramid of Setra. We'll bury him alive inside. He doesn't bother us anymore. Hey, Hangdank. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Colossal Nimble depends on the stats of your wizard. Some wizards like Archaeon will not get affected by the miscast because they have armor, ward save, stuff like that. But a wizard like a Lich Priest with lower armor and lower stats will take much more damage. Resistances and armor lower the miscast damage to the point where you might not even notice it.
I forbid this. Land of the dead. Kill them. Unliving. Mark.
Okay. Hammery was destroyed.
Land of the dead. Find my heart.
You can lower the chance of miscast Colossal Nimble. I'll show it 1 second. So let's go here, for example, the death.
Beloved of Asaf.
So look at this. There is a 50% miscast chance on Soul Blight. 50%. But if you upgrade the Soul Blight, it will lower it by 15%. That already is enough to make this guy cast Soul Blight would ever really get harmed by the miscast. And then you get the Earthing, another 15%, and it will happen 1 in 5 times. And if your faction has access to healing, like Life Bloom, like the Restless Dead, Lord of Life, you know, other spells, you will not even notice this. To explain ward save reduces all damage. So in the game you have armor. Armor reduces all damage but the armor piercing damage. So armor will reduce fire damage, magic damage, physical damage, all damage that is not armor piercing damage. And armor is really helpful against magic. Some people think that armor will not do anything against magic, but armor is a big deal against it's your damage mitigation. 100 armor can lose quite a bit of damage, between 50 to 100 damage. You'll always take some damage, but when you combine it with the resistances, like the physical resistance will reduce physical resistance damage to the point when you can take even just a few damage with high armor. Missile resistance, all missile attacks, fire, magic, physical, artillery, small fire. Magic resistance just for the magic, it's all added to the armor as well. So you have percentage and flood, it's all actually percentage, but to some kind of cup. And ward save is everything. So it's physical resistance, missile resistance, magic resistance, all of it. And it will stack with the other ones. So the ward save is kind of the best start. When you combine high armor with high resistances and high melee defense, you get a super tanky character. High melee defense alone will not mean much unless you have high armor and some resistance as well. A 30% ward save is a good amount if you have high armor, but you can get even more than that. For example, our queen right now, she has 20% ward save, with 27% physical resistance on 110 armor and 57 melee defense. If you've seen that battle we had just earlier, you will see she was taking barely any damage. But over time, fighting several units, the damage will add up. So overall armor is better than melee defense? In a way, yes. In a way, yes, because the range attacks. But for melee, a combination of armor and melee defense is your toughness. But yeah, armor is better than melee defense overall. Yes, we'll make a video on the patch notes. I cannot open the website. Looks like the website is down. We'll be reading the patch notes shortly. OG Kamal, if you want to see some of the highest stacking in the game when it comes to toughness, check this video in the chat. That's the strongest lord when it has enough stacked resistances, combined with high armor, high melee defense, and regeneration. You can see one guy could even beat a whole army. Some lords can also do it, but not every army. There are some units, certain units that are so powerful that they really can't get killed that easily. They're gonna be a hard counter to your lord. But this one has really no hard counters. On certain point, if you can increase further armor versus further melee defense, the melee defense will beat further armor. Toro Elite's refuges got destroyed. There were so many rogue armies with settlements in this campaign. Also keep in mind, as your lords lose vigor, get tired, their toughness drops. Their resistances, armor, melee defense, they'll take more damage. There are always gonna be rogue armies. Not much about these, they do have a couple more settlements.
Do not be frightened.
Okay, we can now storm their ally.
You are cautious, good.
We don't have to destroy follows Nagash if we can get peace.
High Queen Khalida.
I don't have very impressive movement. Public Coring growth here.
Find my harem.
Now we can focus on the Strigos Empire.
Servant fails me. Submit to your
King Roman can stay here. Getting another pyramid here. We actually do not need this. We'll get gems.
My dynasty reigns supreme. Attend your king, slave.
Yeah, Roman will stay here.
Greatness comes. Land of the dead.
Get a military buff here. Ooh, 25% physical resistance for a whole army, 10 turns. That's powerful. So every unit now in the army has 25 extra physical resistance. Quite powerful on the Ushapti. Even the characters get it. We'll also unlock... Setup. Means a magic power is +5 all arms. This guy's no brain to unlock. We can recruit him on rank 17.
I am king.
That guy has a fetish on the cam raids.
It is an imbecilic thing to bother me.
It's inevitable.
The penalty. One more turn. Wars have declared war on the Mangel's men flares with support the alliance. But Chris, you know, not supporting these scan rates properly with what they need, just spamming them, it's pretty weak. Why do I need magic attacks for the Wraiths? If you don't have magic attacks, the Wraiths just have high armor. Just think of them as a low health, high armor unit, like 100 armor. You don't need magic attacks to defeat Wraiths. With magic attacks you crush them, delete them. Without magic attacks they just have high armor. The Ken Raids have a low melee attack, and if you have a solid melee defense, they'll not deal that much damage. But they do really high damage. The Ken Raids need experience, and they need one health Dance Macabre. One health Dance Macabre turns Ken Raids into a really powerful unit. I will show what I'm talking about. And you can buff your whole army with a Lord and Necromancer if you have on both the one health Dance Macabre. So there is a spell in the Lord of Empires. One health Dance Macabre. This is not even an upgraded one. You can make this cost much less. So AoE buff for speed and melee attack. 29 seconds. So 26 melee attack. What will this do to the Ken Raids? It will more than double their damage. Because they don't have good melee attack. So if you use that spell on the Ken Raids, you turn them into killers. Look at that weapon strength. That's super deadly. And one health Dance Macabre with the Power of the Vampires, who has the most powerful magic in the game, it's supposed to be spammed if you're going for such an army. Always cast when it's available, let the ghost kill everything.
Address me as your highness.
Answer your queen.
Unliving curse.
Focus.
Ooh.
Reasp.
Land of the dead. Set sail.
Do not greet me as a friend.
We're still unreliable, so they don't want to deal with us. But they do have wine, I think. They didn't build a vine or a special building here. Oh my god. Why do they build this thing here? I want some wine, I'm thirsty.
King of Mehekara.
I want to stay here.
Asap smiles.
I'll just send one army here.
At last.
It's, Kamler didn't have any really good use when he was released. I started using the ethereal, the Wraith's flavor on him, and to some really good success. We had in the past in Warhammer 1, we had a couple of battles with a full red bar, but we actually won, thanks to the Wraith's toughness. As the game will not calculate the resistances, it will just calculate the armor. But I think they fixed this since then, at least made it more unpredictable. What kind of buffs do we have here?
What, my king?
See this here. I'm just trying here on the chariot here. The snake is better, it's more versatile, but I want to see the chariot performance.
Breakthrough promise. Was
This Ushabti have solid melee defense, so they will have trouble dealing with that.
Tomb Prince. Death awaits. Tomb Prince.
Favorite Two Kings unit? It's probably the Osirian Legion of the Netherworld.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
It's between that and a Hero Titan.
Animus. Jones. Good.
Doesn't have magic attacks here.
Lybaras. Immediately. Obey me.
I think they're gonna ignore her. She's too powerful for their units. They're totally gonna ignore her here.
High Queen
Pick
Kalida.
one unit on her and we'll send the rest elsewhere.
Vengeance. Sacrifice them.
We can go for a charge here. Doesn't really matter.
Son of Henry!
Magic attacks there.
High Queen Kalida.
Shopt will murder the Kenrays. I'm interested to see these snakes fighting there. Send our unit to help her.
Queen of us.
I don't know what casting this. Just don't have enough attack here. Oh. Looks like she definitely deals more damage with the chariot than the infantry. Not very versatile as the snake. Guys surround now. We'll play like that. We'll play like that. Chariot is effective on high stat lords, but snake is more versatile. This is not the chariot of gods.
Asaf is beloved. This is now Lybaras,
Talisman of Endurance.
a loyal servant.
Address me as Your Highness. My will be done.
Pigeon plucker pendant.
Find my harem. Onward, soldiers!
Lybaras shall rise again.
Rise again. A lot of juice there. Just get a Tomb Strike recently. Only more damage. Damage is always nice. Yeah, character got wound here.
Find my harem.
Have the Eye of the Panther. More gems for us.
From the sands.
We unlock the setup. Use the second dynasty. This becomes available, we can recruit a rank 17 setup and get him an army. Our god is huge here. Don't need this building. Got our Pyramid of King Far. This money we cannot even spend anymore.
Beloved of Asaf.
Beloved of Asaf, little Fifi. Who wouldn't like little Fifi?
King of Nehekara.
You get 2 barracks in the same region, does it count or not? You can't get 2 barracks in the same region, you can only 1 barracks per region. You can get multiple barracks in the province. Poor website is on live support right now. Managed to load something out in 20 minutes, just a bunch of icons. Clear the breasts here every day. Every day. Guys, I'm super excited to check the patch notes, but I have to be a little more patient. The website does not work. This Empire goes down next.
My will be done.
Now to this one.
Legions withdraw! The desert gods bless me.
Martek.
The asp.
Address me as your highness.
You guys see this? Our army was blocked. Block army on the AI has been bugged for a while. When they block you outside on the regular stance, you lose all movement. When they block you in a special stance, you don't lose any movement. But I guess since one works too good and one doesn't work, it kinda evens out. It's a feature.
Find my harem. Unliving, march!
The goddess wills it. High Queen.
Time to get to the mashup.
Where is this?
Somewhere in the desert.
Son of Nehikara!
Yes, it's supposed to block an amount, not everything. It's been glitched for a while. Only for the AI though. But since it works too good in one way and not at all in the second way, I guess it's acceptable.
Land of the dead. Undead seas.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
There's so much money right now, we can pretty much switch all the income into military, but we already have so much military as well. Unless we're going to conquer the world, we don't need it anymore. But once you get a treasure like over 200,000, the income doesn't even mean anything anymore for this faction. Just switch everything into military. Get the highest quality arms possible, and if you wanna go conquer the world, well, it's gonna have easier time with that. Angle Toby, thank you for 13 months. 13 months subscribed, confirms Skaven. Scotty mustn't know. Yoo-hoo! I don't think we unlock more than 3. But it should increase 10k and then hide 100 every time you recruit it.
Make your offer, but beware my venom.
My will be done. Destroy all! Arise, my legions, rise! Address me as your highness. I deign to move. Attack and destroy. To war for Nehikara!
We don't fight this at this point in the campaign anymore.
Occupy it in
Just the
my
regular
realm.
garrison. Daleks Monopreservation.
They have served me well.
Greatness comes
We have rules regarding the use of auto-resolve. But as the campaign progresses, it's the matter of convenience and balance of power. They still do fight large battles, but that was not a large battle there.
A loyal servant.
The enemy had just a regular garrison from the regular settlement.
I alone shall restore Nehekara. We never
They didn't seem to build any extra garrisons.
address me as your highness. Petra watches.
Answer your queen.
And there were two armies there, so it was convenient.
All shall
Here, not so convenient, so we're gonna have to fight here.
Nehekara will be mine. My dynasty. Find my heart.
Strike like the asp.
Ho ho ho!
Kill for
Nice.
Asaf. Asaf blesses me again.
Easier than a trash skeleton army of Hamri. Pyramid of King Amen. This is the worst settlement in the game, I swear. The worst. But it's a port. There is a resource, a pyramid, and a port. And you need garrisons as well. It's a rebel army, guys. Rebel army are high priority on auto-resolve. That battle would have had 10 casualties at most.
Beloved of Asaf.
Yeah. The rebel army is terrifying in the early game. When you have an army like this, it's a joke.
Inevitable.
We take more damage than you would in a manual battle. You have to consider they have no battle skills. And this is Shaptia rank 8 with super buffs. Yeah. On turn 4 you can auto-resolve against rebels, Pinocchio. Now there is a reason, it changes later in course of the campaign. We auto-resolve against small and medium forces. This was an example of a medium force there. If the balance of power is convenient, of course. Diminished forces, which means follow-up battles. And especially against the rebels, if the balance of power is convenient. I've done thousands of rebellions, and that one there was a just silly battle. Oh, against this army is nothing. We do not auto-resolve large battles. That was a large battle, but it was rebels, so it's an exception. An army of Hamri with trash units probably would do more damage than the army. I think because those guys are rebels and they were diminished.
Awake!
Yeah.
Onwards, legions! I deem it!
He deem it.
Attend your king, slaves.
We have so many armies in this area. This one just can stay AFK. It's Arno.
Moving!
Oh, we're almost rank 1. We can get 2 more armies. We have definitely a superpower already. That income I can switch so much military, can have 7 doomstakes. Or even legendary AI walks around with 7 stacks in the same area.
Onwards, soldiers!
We have 7 armies, and we can recruit 1 more. In 7 turns, 2 more. And there's still another tier of quality units that can be recruited to another army.
Greatness comes. Legions march!
This campaign was pretty nice. We struggled quite a bit in the early game. Few setbacks. One setback was pretty big. Delayed us at least 30 turns, which made this campaign much longer. And we had to expand into unfavorable territories, and it was awkward diplomacy as well. But when we attacked the last defender, this was perfect timing, and they couldn't resist us at all. We had one large battle against the lizard men, and that was it. They were done. Hexoatl is getting destroyed by the West Super Alliance of Cult of Pleasure, Clan Rictus, and Vampire Coast. The same alliance that defeated us when we played the Crooked Moon campaign. I had a Crooked Moon campaign with house rules at the beginning of the Warhammer 2. There was some really crazy house rules for diplomacy. We played the game for 15 days and we lost in the end. That's how powerful the West Pirate World was, and we couldn't get peace treaty. If you guys missed that campaign, we do not play with house rules anymore. We do have special challenge campaigns, like the one with Borlu we had, with Argelon. And was one more. We'll be doing a special challenge campaigns every now and then. The Moose, you can go check the YouTube, find the Crooked Moon campaign in Mortal Empires. It was super hard. The early game, I promise you, you have not seen something like that before. I've never restarted a Crooked Moon campaign. I've done my campaigns on first try in Warhammer 1, and Warhammer 2, the early game was disturbing. And we lost after 15 days. I've not needed to restart 10 times to get anywhere. It was just house rules blocking us too hard in the west. Warhammer 2 house rules, they're not really fitting anymore for Warhammer 2. Instead, we'll have special challenge campaigns every now and then. Like the Borlu campaign we had.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Or Argelon. We had a couple of, you can see on YouTube. Garrisons, just to be safe. I have not played any other difficulties, I can't really tell you what happens on lower difficulty. You should build garrison everywhere. You have to understand that most factions, there's a limited things you can build. You want to have military in 1 or 2 provinces, everything else is public order first, with the walls, public order, then income. So garrisons everywhere. You're not gonna lose on anything really, building anything. Some factions have nothing else to build except the walls in minus elements. Even, for example, area like this, walls, iron, income, and a core building. Some coastal settlements are shitty because of the forced port. You should always build the walls, the garrisons. On lower difficulties, I guess the enemy is gonna be less aggressive. And you're not gonna have minus 8 difficulty problem, which can be stabilized later on, even on legendary. But what if the beastmen spawn here? They sometimes spawn here, and you don't have a wall in Golden Tower. They'll declare war and destroy settlement. They will not care if you have 10 times their number. They'll still do it.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Bow! Lybaras shall rise again!
Tomb King. We never tire. Address me as your highness.
Never. Looks like our hero's having a hard time to move here.
Before we proceed, I must ruminate on how you can serve me.
Arkan, just give me the alliance. I'll let you visit my pyramid. You can even get the penthouse floor. So this is how we recruit a new army. Let me show you at this point. We recruit rank 17 Lord, which is quite a big deal. You don't want to recruit a low rank Lord anymore. You just click, 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 click.
Attend your king.
Yeah, we can recruit with the additional rank there, but global has already been affected. Get rank 4. The global has more experience than the local, which is messed up. Really messed up if you ask me.
Legions rise.
Doesn't even matter at this point, huh? Not playing a long campaign here.
The Tra calls. Tool of the mortuary cult.
Okay, Strigus Empire has to go down, and we need 2 more pyramids.
A loyal servant.
Royal Servant.
Beloved of Asaph.
This campaign is almost done, so we'll predict after. We don't have to restart the stream with this again.
Ambush the foolish. Priest of greatest dynasty.
So, be patient, guys. We're almost done here. We'll finish this, and we'll check the page notes shortly on a separate stream, so it's a separate video. Shurikando, it's colic commands, colic 1 to 6. Not sure we have colic 7. We stopped doing videos after colic 6, I think. Well, we finish this, we're almost done, boys, and then we'll read the patch notes. Your patient skills has increased to 2, to 3, 4, to 5, level up. I need to make a separate video of this one, because this one is done now.
My will be done.
I can't even resist us here. They have ridiculous numbers, they have just trash units.
Nehekara will be mine. Witness my eternal majesty. My glory. Legions march. Sirs, attend.
Attack! At last! Vengeance!
Nehekara rises from the sands.
To battle! Strike like the asp!
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Kill for Asaf!
Because Empress was pretty much alive because of the followers of Nagash.
Attire. The king moves.
The only reason why. I have the patch notes in front of me. We are done in 3 turns. Patience, boys. Why am I clicking these buttons? I don't know. Click, 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 click. 3 turns, this campaign is over. People were saying all kinds of things because we didn't play Khalida or Avalorn, but I saved them for later, you know. You can explain it only 50 times, the next 1000 people are still going to, you know, wonder. We don't play everything at once. We're not even going to play all the Vampire Coast at once. We're gonna play 2 or 3 factions before playing one of the other factions. Save one of them for later. I need to finish Arkan, I didn't finish Arkan. We can keep Arkansas for trade. You can take a shower, Akatama, yeah. It's gonna be at least 15 minutes. Did I know that there is a DLC coming in 2 days? Oh man. I just woke up, I left my rock, and I discovered the world. I'm really dying to see what they broke this time and what they fixed. There's always something. It's been a while since we had a big patch.
What? Onward, soldiers! Nehekara rises from the sands. Arise, my legions, rise!
Okay, Striger's Empress is gone. So we need 2 of the pyramids. 2 turns and 1 turn. Click, 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 click. I have no desire of really playing past this point in this campaign. I actually have Henry campaign planned for an extra long campaign summer next year. And I'm gonna take my time and enjoy that one. It might be over 2-week long campaign. With all kinds of versions. Elitios, what the hell were you using? 28k modem? I never had the pleasure to try the 28k modem. I started with the 56k modem. Ones that were taking like 4 to 5 minutes to download a single megabyte. At a time where I was like, oh my god, you have ISDN? That's like twice as fast as my 56k. I remember it took me like 4 days to download the Knights of the Old Republic. Biggest internet bill in history. Because you were paying by the hour. Army setup, well, depending on what you want, but the main army has been using Shapti and the Snakes. My CDs, I borrowed it to somebody and I forgot, and then I wanted to play it, so I had to re-download it. So the main army with Khalida was this. We had Ushapti front line, Ushapti range, we had one hero Titan, Snakes for the side, and we used the 2 Lich Priests with the Tomb Prince and Khalida herself. Khalida has pretty solid stats here. How many cities on the rogue armies? 10. It looks like one got destroyed. Now we have played every single faction in Warhammer. Khalida was the last one we haven't played.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Total Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 we have finished over 110 campaigns. Live on stream. We'll be checking the patch notes the moment this campaign is over. We'll start the video and I get a coffee. So 10 minutes, boys. 10 minutes, we'll start the reading. What was that? Sirius with a Twitch Prime? Thank you. Patch notes reading. I'm ready. I'm ready. Stream will restart and I'll be back shortly with a coffee and we'll start the reading. Oh boy, oh boy! Well, I did said in Warhammer, I didn't said what campaign. We still haven't played some factions in Warhammer 2. Yoo-hoo! This campaign was quite challenging in the beginning. We struggled, we had setbacks, but we found a way and crushed the opposition. It's complete, boys. That's the end of the first Court of Lybaras campaign. I will not be planning to play another Court of Lybaras campaign, so request only. If I play Tomb Kings, I'll be playing Cetra. Cetra rules. So it was 203 turns. Let me just edit this. Campaign. Edit. Command. Previous. Short campaign victory. So we have on turn 2 or 3. We had a very slow early game, but I love the campaigns when they go later. This one was not planned for late, so it did take some extra time. Boys, I am restarting the stream, and in about 7 minutes we'll start reading patch notes. I'm getting coffee. I'll see you on the patch note reading stream. See you there.